This video I'm gonna put it in the main channel. I have deleted right now 2 videos. This is the third because I felt that I'm crossing the line. I do not want to take chances when it's come to the main channel. So I'm explaining to you a point right now. This point for some who are facing a lack of knowledge or or maybe intelligent about the Middle East. Now, Israelite and Ishmaelite have the same cultural methods. I understand that you'll start debating. See, I'm not gonna quite now. It's the Ishmaelian part. I'm not gonna talk about faith or religion. Now, there is a lot of talk about minority rights, women rights. I have explained about this. How now, when I come and start defending myself, there is no place for me in the Ishmaelian territory because of the unhuman attitude from some in the Middle East and outside the Middle East who do not want to allow us this right of freedom of speech, and it's a result of dark things, dark against light, against dark actions, implementation that occurred the last century and the century before. Now, women right, cultural challenging the culture, insulting trying to destroy it, trying to destroy the Ishmaelian culture. Now, if I go to the West and talk to them, for example, they would say people are changing. People are changing, and the world is changing. You don't live this style. If people would change, and now I don't want to mention the name of groups of religion. People, I'm answering. People are changing because there is something you're confirming, something you are approving, something you want, and you think that will bring blessings to humanity. No, it will not. It will bring destruction to humanity. I do not want to say that Queen Elizabeth, Her Majesty, that she was chosen for this. I don't want to mention the woman. Okay, leave Her Majesty alone. How can I say this without? I am saying to you that if we had a chance to ننظر in English, to preach for our culture and to preach explaining the truth above the Ishmaelian place. There is an Ishmaelian territory. This is the Ishmaelian territory. I don't care about any other territory outside the Ishmaelian. Definitely the Holy Land is important, but B-U-T, you know what happened. So this is a case as well, case of injustice. But if someone is saying the truth and explaining about the history and telling what I am trying to say in a normal position in the Ishmaelian territory land, let's ignore some facts about the factors of darkness that occurred last century. Easy, let's remember. If we are free to preach in the Ishmaelian territory and to resist any type of criticism to our nation, if we have the access to our resources as a normal human being, a normal nation, but this didn't happen because of the heat, harara, temperature, the heat in Middle East. That is the dark agenda, unjust agenda group that want to steal something not theirs, unrealistic understanding of the history. Like, for example, saying that the Muslim took Jerusalem from the Roman. No, the Muslim took Jerusalem back from the attacking Roman. Okay, the Muslim did it before 13th century. They took all of this North Africa. No, Muslim liberated all of this part, and the Berber and the authentic group accepted Islam. So you can't say this. This is not a debate. Muslim helped on liberating the Iraqis from the terrible Persian that time. They used to do bad crimes. This is not the subject. They liberated Egypt from the terrible Romans. Byzantines. This is. They liberated, and they handed to the people of the country, the land. Okay, they hand it. That's why the final. There is a certain level of accepting what I am saying, even in the details. I understand that you will not understand what I'm trying to say, but the Ottomanic Khilafah have nothing to do with the Arabs. The Berber, Tariq ibn Ziyad is not an Arab. Salah ad-Din al-Ayyubi definitely is not an Arab. The Mughals, definitely not an Arab. Safavis. Okay. Now, it's not an occupation. That's why it stayed until now. There is an external factor that have a problem with Islam, for example, in India, and cause this lies and problem. No, this is not the topic. If we are there to preach about our nation, normally, leave the matter of access to the resource, but it's important. Those who call themselves oppressed minority wouldn't lie. They wouldn't come here and lie. 1. 2. The women would be fighting. All women in a normal, healthy society in that area, I'm not talking about religion, would be fighting to reserve their culture. All of them, even those who are calling themselves a minority, they will not find a way. Either they are rich or poor. They will not find a way to come and lie and make a scene about something not true and the whole world is dealing with it in a way of contradiction. So, do you understand my point? You are giving yourself the right to come and put this huge pressure against our nation. Dealing even with the reactions, the normal reaction. People of Iraq are resisting. If Saddam Hussein and this border of Iraq is not realistic, it's a result of dark attack that occurred by a dark group. Saddam Hussein was a good president, the accurate person in the accurate position. His sequences of things happened before. Many authentic group, not like Syria. You came there and you destroyed the regime. And you have produced, many are enjoying this, I understand, because they are fascist. Okay? Or worse than fascist. It's not their country, it's not if they can be fascist. No, they are coming outside. They are the one attacking. That's why there is a people who are calling themselves Israelite, though they are not, have nothing to do with Judea, occupying what? The Holy Land. Now, those who call themselves Shiite from Persia who hate the Arabs, and many of them, please don't delete the video now, I'm trying my best not to cross the line. Not a single bit. In Iraq, they come and they took advantage, and the reaction, terror, bombs, beheadings. We are not allowed to speak. I call them agents, and I have the right, the monarchs. Now, I'm not going to mention any hadith, confirmed hadith by him, the final messenger, who many of this world have a problem with recognizing him as a final messenger, while they're believing that there is a high intelligent hidden power controlling this, or not accepting that this man was a blessing to his environment, to the poor, to the weak, to the women, and to humanity, Muhammad, while they are atheists. This is their case with themselves. I'm not asking you to be more wise than me. Just asking you to just not to create tired men and tired women. Do you understand the point? This sort of reactions, Russia, the heat, Syria, the whole world helped in protecting the Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. Russia, the so-called Shiite in Iran, interference of Lebanon, the so-called Israelis enjoying that the man is going to give them something in return of protecting him. Muammar al-Gaddafi, well, there is a debate. Definitely a debate. There is a demonstration and we want to help the Libyan. But when it's come to Saddam, there is a majority Muslims, majority barbaric. But when it comes to Iraq, it is a crime. Occupying the Holy Land. So there is this Syria, these reactions, those people, because we are not there, either Ishmaelian or Israelian or Qahtani, ancient Qahtanis, regardless, the natives, the Ishmaelian, who should be called Ishmaelian, who even in the book of Torah, Ismail is mentioned that there is of course the Satan deceiving us, changing even the verses, that his hand will be catching it because the Ishmaelite used to wander the desert, and the tribe, the system of the society, tribal structure. While there is a lot of Israelis who have milked, and some Qahtanis who came 1,000 years in, because Ishmael, not regardless, and milked within this, and the Ishmaelite, you understand me? They have their own, what is the word? Basma, print, their own print of character. The oil came and things. We are not allowed to speak. Who is speaking? The one who have a problem with our identity, and the one who want to take our land, our oil, and he cannot achieve this goal except by what? Destroying us. Look at my story. And neglecting that we are there. And the whole world is fine with it. Now, this is not the point. The point is, the world is changing. Women want to, if they want to be, I don't want, you always mention, because Satan is using, I'm not going to talk about Her Majesty Queen, why she's a queen. Well, you're allowing it, her father, there is a royal family. I mean, in the Injil, it's instructed that the woman head is the man. I understand the interpretation is not, the interpretation is far worse. When it's come to the instruction, it's not Muhammad denying women. Be careful. No. It's him who created the existence, who want the rule to be fine, and he will guarantee you happiness and glory. You just don't be unjust against other. You will be in heaven or hellfire. But this still, you can worship the devil. I'm talking about my nation, but I'm gonna mention it. In the Injil, the woman head is the man, and the man head is the Messiah. We find a figure, respectable, Queen Elizabeth, Mashi. I might say some bad words here and there, and I have the right. Your regime is taking, this regime is doing something illegal, committed some wrong things that has affected my life. I have mentioned it with respect. It's not Britain, it's Europe, the West, Russia, China as well, India. I've talked about many. Africa, some African, those in Beijing, against the Eastern Turkmenistan after 11 September, the inside job, all of this, how they dealt with Islam. I think I'm going to put it on another channel because I don't want to, they might delete it. I'm going to put it on another channel. You know what? Yeah. I'm not going to even review it. I'm going to upload it. Fine. The first one and the second one, it was a good videos. Anyway, but still, I will want it to be protected. I'm gonna put it in another video channel. I want it. You are saying that they want change. People, no. You have no right to say that the world is changing and people want change while you're allowing yourself to take advantage of what's happening in this world and to insult our way of style and others accomplices with you in the region and outside, attacking us, and agents do not represent us, and minority you're using, attack, lying about the history, and the media is not working in our favor, of course, there will be a model call. But when you say, I don't know, I want to explain how criminal you are. Criminal. Really, you are criminal. I mean, that's why the queen is the head of the system. Well, she's the head of, with respect, the head of the church. I respect that. This is it. This is the problem. You're worshiping who? Who's the head of this lovely woman? Huh? She is not. If she's doing, if she is in a wrong position, who are you? Yes, me. I say whatever I want. Says it there, hiding myself. If she is committing wrong thing, well, she is also an angel in comparison to women, to many groups and individuals all over the world. A nice lady, she's a queen, respect her, okay, fine. But I'm talking about the world, so I'm not attacking her, Elizabeth, the lady called Elizabeth. No, I'm Lizzo, Liz, wonderful Liz. No, I'm not attacking this lady. No, the wife of Philip, Prince Philip, the queen. No, do you understand it? I need you. I don't know how to explain it. I saw it, I felt it, but I'm not good in explaining it, especially in English. But it's honestly not for those who speak Arabic. You give yourself the right to say people is changing, and your machines, political, army, and of course, your God is happy with it, who is just a property of the God of existence, who I worship, Allah, the devil, who made the interest, the power that Allah gave to humanity, work to His interest, not the interest of humanity. Now, this is what is gonna cause tribulation. 1 second. So, at the same time, all of this I'm not capable to speak because the media. But thank God today I'm gonna sleep indoor. The media, the machine of the media, the machine of the political machine, the lying machine, the anti-Islam machine, the anti-Arab machine, is working freely, working with freedom. Just freedom, unlimited freedom. But when you go and look at the Ishmaelite, so allow me to speak. Give us a jabha, give us a position in the West, for example, or in China. Allow us into the West, and let the scholars start speaking. Make us in similar position to yours, and I assure you, a lot of Western women and Western men will accept Islam, definitely, and some of them will adopt the Ishmaelian cultural way. We can but this is, of course. Now, so did you understand my point? I'm not good at explaining it. You are criminal enough to just saying something like if it's talking about the Ishmaelian territory like if it's England or France and German. The world is changing. They don't want any scholars anymore. Oh, the sheikhs, the religion. Oh, the imams are. No, they don't want any Islam. They want secularism and liberalism. No. The minority they should have their right. Oh, the Ismaili, look at his sister. She want to be free. She just want to be more than free. That's it. This is Trump said it, did he? Ayo, she want to be free. She want to do the job she likes since her childhood. What are you talking about? If she was... يعني والله, it is terrible that the world right now look at this like if she's a oppressed girl and she's dreaming to be a model. I saw one of the articles saying that whole her family. I welcome you. I welcome you in my world. May He, Allah, just, it's not me, put you there. Oh, it's like a dome. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They, no need. We are not in this environment, you understand me? There is a pressure against us. If we are living a normal life in a normal society as a Shmailian, you wouldn't find any woman escaping Saudi Arabia saying, none. You wouldn't. Let's focus about women. You wouldn't see so-called Shiite coming originally from Asia or from Africa, lying about the facts concerning the Ishmaelite. You wouldn't. You just wouldn't. You wouldn't even. The environment wouldn't allow Hillary Clinton to say X or Z, or Trump to come. We don't want to change your religion. They wouldn't. The society would be healthy, and there is economical wonderful resource, even if we're consuming community. Even. I mean, والله صلت عليهم أنا ما this is my theory. Something the power of the representation of a society. In China, 50% of a siyada, a country that represents itself, it's called, or France, Germany, England, Russia, Thailand. The country represents itself. I mean, it's different. The scale is different from a country. From France, for example, it's different from other aspects. But it's called France. This is the border of France. Yes, sometimes there is some problem in the north of the south of France. There is some problem between Spain, authentic groups. But still, this is France, or this is Germany, or this is England, or this is Russia, or whatever. Japan. Half of the picture, where you look at them, half the 50, you would find an independent state representing itself. There is industry. There is army. There is power. There is education. There is A, B, C, D. And at the same time, they worship Satan. Okay, I'll change it. They are kafir. Okay, I'm going to change it. They are cursed in hellfire, the oven. No, I'm sorry. And 50%, they got nothing to do with what's good for humanity. You will find problem in the family. You will find human who are absolutely, I'm not talking only about the group that is gay. Sometimes the group of gays are wonderful in comparison to other group. The effect. But so 50% of the picture, powerful, good, independent, siyada, army, nuclear power as well. Wow, controlling, affecting the world, and half of the picture is got nothing to do with what will bring them prosperity in heaven and the hereafter. Now, what the devil want? When you go to our countries, Gulf states, you will find the half of independent, no more. Policies, weak. Political, nothing. Army, consuming as well. No industry, nothing, no industry. Absolutely no industry like China or Germany or whatever. No power. They are just consumer. And at the same time, the devil wants us to what? No identity. And the machine that want to spread disbelieving in God is working. And no respect to our history. I mean, it's 100% failure. If it's not right now, the whole world is helping against us. And he's using things like minority and women. So you have no right to say the world is changing and this person should just accept the change. Tariq. No! You are a very terrible criminal if you say this. I'm warning you. I'm only warning you. These people in the Ishmaelian territory, if they had chances to be, is it the word exposed or mu'arradun, to those who represent them. Some died, some are tired right now. They would protect their nation cultures, even the non-Ishmaelian, and they will be devoted to represent it and to protect it, and they will scream, women will scream with their niqab, and they will be inshallah granted by His mercy the absolute blessings, and tell the world that this part of the world have its own culture, its own way and methods, and we don't want you, if you're a human being, to mess around with us, please. But because this environment is sick, not because of what itself is all about, or reality of, no, because the whole world is in sickness. Of course, you see the world is better, but I understand. The world is better than before. I understand. I mean, look at World War I, World War II. Look what, for example, happened in China and Japan. No, there's sickness. Sickness of these men and women will protect their culture, and they are right now. There is many among them who maybe they don't know what to do. They have no capability and knowledge to explain, but they respect themselves and they want to protect this culture, and they don't care, and they see the darkness as a dark, and they see the light as light, not in religion, and religion male, yes, and they have a case and a fight and a cause. They're something that they pursue, but the whole world is against them. I don't want to mention her a lot. This Khawla, she's out. She's out. Not because of her. She's a victim. There must be some persecution to those who created this sickness. But this make me more believe. And more believe. Yes, you did all of this, and this is the result. No, it's not going to take me back. It's not going to back. I will use it for the right of Ishmaelian men and women, who many of them died in jails. I don't want to mention any name. I met some. But no, this is not the subject. The subject is, you are saying the world is changing. He must accept. Ishmaelian territory is changing. Why? Into what? And is it the legal, legitimate change? No, it's not. Is it the change that is exposed to a very terrible dark machine at the end, from outside, doesn't represent us, doesn't bring what's suitable to our culture, and impose something not good for us? Is this attack, also representing from the other side with a representation of the Ismailians, an explanation in the education, in the policies, in the government. No, it's not. No, it's not. So it's not a fair war. It's not a fair war between dark and light. It was never fair. No, it was. Satan, when he deal with you, he play it in the ground of fair. It's a fair war. I'm the devil. It's a fair. I'm not gonna do this except if you do that. You choose. But the problem right now, this is me, is that the human are helping him and making the war or the conflict between light and dark unfair to the people of light, unfair to the people of Ishmael. Even the non-Ishmaelis, among the non-Ishmaelis, people who just, they live there and they want, they're balanced like others, like the Ishmaelian, access to the resource, there is enough money for everyone, and they want the representation to what will bring happiness to our society, what is good for us, that will not cause any problem, not spiritually, no health problem, spiritually, on all dimensions. And just make us in love with each other, in love with our culture. I'm not saying, now be careful, don't you dare say extremist, women wearing a blanket. No, I'm not talking about this. It's a terrible thing. So now you're saying it's the change will take place, let's do it. No. Then you are creating unjust. And you are أتمنى أن هذا الشخص ما يقعد يسمع. في جار هنا, there is just after this war, there is a war. You might be listening. Whatever. Oh, no, I don't think so. Let's check. I don't know how to explain it, but then you are a very terrible person. Men, women, from any color of skin, from any faith, group, or even if you're a Muslim, you are terrible. How come Muslim? The law in Egypt is different. There isn't allowing other house of worship there. More except to multicultural, even in Jerusalem, the Jewish, Islamic. But when it's come to even by the religion, but this is not about the religion. This, if you even atheist, if you are now celebrating what's happening in Saudi Arabia, even not to mention the dictatorship, that there is a dictatorship and there is imposement. It's almost like Syria before 10, 15 years, or 20, or whatever, or also before dictatorship. But people can, it's easy. Dictatorship, at the same time, do not criticize the government, and prostitution everywhere. You can do whatever you want, and sex trafficking as well, yeah, and other things. No, I'm not saying, even if there is no cases of unhuman things that you are relating to Gulf states or Saudi Arabia, even if the just celebrating what's happening means that you're a criminal. You are part of this machine. You are a result, accepting to be part of this machine. You want to be from the soldier of the devil. Different groups, of course, the lower group. You just love this, and you understand me. You understand me? It's not fair. Leave me alone. It's not fair. Taking in mind decades before, centuries before, the right about the Ishmaelian, the culture, the reality about the time of Muhammad, what before Muhammad and after Muhammad, the whole world, and specifically in Middle East, in the Ishmaelian territory, native Arabs, Arabic, many things. Sykes-Picot, the time of colonizing, even until the time of Constantine. Okay? When we check all of these things, and then you come and you want to impose this, or you're celebrating it, this means that you are Oh my God, a cockroach is a creature. You're something, but in comparison to human, no. Cockroach is nothing. You are disgusting. Either you're a man or a woman, disgusting, because you live, not Satan, you live in the pain of others. I don't know how to say it. I can't explain it. I'm not saying that I'm a perfect person, by the way. I'm just explaining to you about what's happening there. It's not legal. You are bad, you're dirty, you're rotten. Understand me? I don't know how to say it. In the West, there is change. It's open. It's taking its part, even if it's darkness. The whole world, when it comes to the Ishmaelian territory, I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I ask Allah, the owner of existence, the creator of existence, the founder of existence, Allah, the most merciful, the final decision maker, to give me the absolute blessings of mercy from Him, and yes, and to protect my belief. Definitely Allah is my God, and definitely Muhammad, the mercy upon mankind, is His final messenger. Peace be upon him, the final messenger. And definitely Aisha, the mother of believer, is chosen not to be a messenger, to serve the word of God. I'm explaining about a personal case with an alignment of understanding. The Ishmaelian people right in the Ishmaelian land, with an alignment of understanding Islam, which is the submission to the Lord God Almighty Allah.